And so during the budget presentation last week, I think the opposition leader attempted to call out some issues, some stuff that he believes um, the continuance of this is untenable from the perspective of a Jamaica, where we want to, to say to people, hey, here's a country that, observe all of the rights of the people that, in its practice of its Westminster style democracy, it provides an example to the rest of the world, certainly the rest of the Caribbean, members of the Caribbean archipelago, and to Jamaicans as a whole. But no, that's not what we have done. So Golding is calling out the Speaker of the House. It just so happened that the Speaker of the House is the wife of the Prime Minister. And what Golding is saying, and nobody stops to think, what we do is that we jump on a political bandwagoning because he either talk about my side or he might talk about my side. So if me is a labor right and he might talk against my side, right? Nobody looks at the veracity of the comments that he's making and the significance of the points that he's raising. According to him, under the Westminster model of democracy, the 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 Speaker of the House of Representatives and the head of the government, right? Um, there has to be a level of independence between them because one controls the running of the parliament and the management of the parliamentary procedure. The other is the government, who just so happen that their opponents sit in the house with them and will always provide argy-bargy opportunities in their bid to execute their role as an opposition um, political party. So their job is not to agree with what the government is doing. Granted, their job is not to tear down, but to point out the missteps that the government is making and to make a case to the electorate that were I to occupy this slot, this is how I would do what these other guys are doing. All right? That's the role of the opposition. And so the opposition represent and virtually half of the population because we have over just under 2 million electors on the roll. Granted, only 600,000 of them is turning out. And I believe that the more we carry on with these shenanigans within the parliamentary, portals, what we are saying to the electors is, I wasting the time to vote for anybody because at this the man them I deal with. Them not really do nothing to advance the best interests of the country. Right? And so that's the structure of of our political process. So what am I do is say, why would the man in do nothing? So you just continually turn people off from participating in the voting process. And I think that observation has merit because the least amount of people who turn up on a voting day to vote is the greater the chance of one side or the other to maintain their own position. And if necessary, there is an active hue and cry about the buying of votes. And if you have a smaller number of people participate, it easier the money the money where I go buy the votes, so go easier to find because it's smaller, right? And so administrations can prop themselves up into maintaining power through this maintenance of this.